So I'm a teacher, and in the last, over a year, we've been using Zoom to teach, also to conduct faculty meetings, teacher meetings and whatnot. Essentially, like all my work has been on Zoom in the last 13 months. I think it's easy to use. I don't really have much to compare it to. Our district did use, well, they tried to use a different product during the first semester, which was through Schoology. I don't know if you're familiar with the software, but we ended up just using Zoom at the end. So that probably speaks to, you know, how easy it is to use. For me, I mean, I haven't had any issues. I would say that I couldn't find answers to. So I think it's a pretty easy platform to use. It's pretty user-friendly. I mean, I like the screen share. It's a pretty, it's a pretty kind of like easy, feature, but it's so useful. I also recently discovered that is a whiteboard. I don't know if it's a recent feature that was just added, but I just kind of like randomly, when I was sharing my screen, I stumbled upon the whiteboard feature. So I like that a lot. I also like the remote control feature because for my kind of job, when we do, certain meetings, you have to have the participants sign. So the remote control, has definitely been like a game changer because you don't have to go and like ask all these participants in person to get their signatures. You just get it on the spot and then you're done essentially. I guess the only issue, and I don't know if it's, something that Zoom can fix, is that certain devices, like when you do use remote control, it would not work on the certain devices. Like if you're zooming from a phone, for example, if someone's doing like a video conference from a phone, they usually are not, I'm not able to give remote control access to them. I think because of their device. I don't know to what extent this is like the Zoom and to what extent it's the, the Apple or whatever. So I think that would be the only like kind of like a downside, but everything else has been great. I think it's a little bit more user-friendly. I also think it just has the features that we need versus the other tool had all other features that we did not necessarily need to use. For example, like it had like different kinds of whiteboards. It's been a long time since we used it, but I just remember that Zoom ended up just kind of being a little bit more user-friendly and just kind of like easier to navigate, which is why I think the district probably ended up just choosing Zoom over the other one. Oh, 9.5. I mean, I'm sure there is always like a room for improvement. Like I said, I wish it worked on everything with signing with the remote control. I think that was like the only thing that I would take some points off. But I mean, other than that, I think it's a great app, and I just hope that they continue improving it so that it's more accessible to everyone.